Hello goobers and welcome back to another episode of Ben Talks Bots. I am in person again, obviously. And I sort of want to start like a new trend on the channel. I sort of was just thinking about this, and I think it's a good change of pace from just doing reviews. So every other week, for the course of the year, I'm gonna try the whole year. We'll see. I want to do review and then a non-review sort of video. So we'll see how that goes. This is the first one of them. So we'll see how it goes. Obviously you've read the title. I sort of want to go over what I want to see happen this year in Legacy United. It wasn't sort of like go over like what I want to like represent the 40 years of Transformers. It probably should have been, if we're being honest. But I sort of just wanted to go over what I felt was most necessary. And also, if you commented on my community posts I made, I'll read off your comments at the end of the video. So I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. But as far as my list, here are like my top 10 Legacy United toys I want to come out this year, or I guess characters I want to come out this year. I'm not sure quite what the title's going to be called, but you know. Okay, so starting off at number 10, I put the G1 Throttlebots. So that being Chase, Freeway, Rollbar, Searchlight, and Wide Load. And I sort of just had this feeling of like, they haven't really touched these guys, have they? Because they did Goldbug, and obviously they're going to do Goldbug because it is like a Bumblebee, you know. They haven't really done the rest of that sort of squad yet. And I know it's going to be a bit like a difficult with like Chase and stuff, because like he's not like a rescue bot, and then that's like completely fine. But I mean, I especially love like a Searchlight, you know, because like he has such like an interesting like a vehicle mode, and he was always sort of like my favorite out of those whole set of G1 Throttlebots. There isn't a lot of G1 on this list, so I just wanted to get sort of the G1 like I'm out of the way, because I really do want it to be like a representation of a lot of Transformer things. So I'm continuing on into number 9 here, sort of continuing on this G1 trend. I think that these are the only 2 slots that have like a G1 in it. Is the G1 Omnibots. So that being Camshaft, Downshift, and Overdrive. Now, when I say all of them, I just really mean like one of them, you know, because I know they're not gonna make every single Throttlebot or every single Omnibot. I know that's not gonna happen. So, but I at least want one of them to happen. And just where have these guys been? You know, because like, I feel like these are the most forgotten Autobots. I think are the Omnibots, and I know it's because they were like a mailways, but I've always had like a special place for them, you know, because like they're just so weird and like so wacky looking, and they're just so weird. And I would love to see like a modern like a deluxe version of them. And I know the reason that they haven't come out yet is because like their robot modes are very specific to them. Like you can't really get that, like you can't get any more characters out of that, so that's probably why. But I would just love at least maybe like a Camshaft or like an Overdrive. I just want one. You know. And so moving on to number 8, in my characters I most want for Legacy United to cover, I have either Steeljaw or Thunderhoof. And I've always sort of loved like the RID 2015 like Decepticons. I just thought it was so cool that they had like normal vehicle modes, right? But then they turned into like animal style robot modes. I thought that was very cool. And I think that Steeljaw and Thunderhoof are some of like the most like standout sort of like villains from RID. And we did get like a Strong Arm just in this past wave of a Legacy. So I think it'd be a wasted opportunity to not do more RID 2015. I think that'd be a wasted opportunity. I love Steeljaw. I love Thunderhoof. In terms of Steeljaw, I actually really like his character. So yeah, I think that they deserve to have new toys, even though it's kind of specific to what they can be, but whatever. For number 7 on my list, we have Beast Wars Vehicons. I said Beast Wars Vehicons. I meant to say Beast Machines Vehicons. But I mean, I feel like the Vehicons from Prime, they can sort of be done in like a troop builder, a multi-pack sort of thing. I'm not necessarily like pointing these out like these need to happen, but I think that desperately these Vehicons need to happen. And I'm thinking in particular like a Jetstorm, Obsidian, and Shrika. I think that they really need new toys, especially a Jetstorm. I think I'd really like a show accurate version of him because he's probably my favorite character from the show. But I'd really want like some Beast Machines love. They literally just did like Energon love, so they can give love to the bad shows too. So as for my number 6, I have Arakan Ruin, who I'm very surprised has not gotten a Generations figure yet, especially since he got very popular because of Cyberverse. I feel like that they could do a Cyberverse version of him in Legacy since they did it with like the Windblade and like the Shadow Striker. I think that they could do that, and I'm kind of surprised he wasn't in like that whole like a Wreckers collection. And if they are gonna do like a Rock Lords sort of motif with like these new like a modulators or like a weaponizers, I forget the name of them, but if they're gonna do that, like they have to do like a Sticks and Stones homage first, right? and then they do a Rack and Ruin, right? I think that has to happen. So I'm just putting that out there. Rack and Ruin needs to happen. Come on, please. And for my number 5, sort of bringing us into the top half of the list, I have a Thunderclash. I don't necessarily see this figure happening this year. Maybe it's like a Gen Select. I don't know, but I think that he'd sell very well at retail. But I was just thinking about. I was thinking of Rack and Ruin. I'm thinking like, and then it just came to me that like they could really do Thunderclash with like the Motormaster. I think that would work pretty well. It'd be a bit weird. Like, it wouldn't be exactly what I'd want a Thunderclash to be, because it might just have to be its own mold. So that might have to be, like, Commander class, next year or something. Because, like, they love doing truck and trailer now, which is fine. But I really do want them to do Thunderclash at some point, because he's just so cool. And I don't think that you can do it justice at, like, a leader class. I think you need to go Commander. So that might be a Gen Selects of a Motormaster. I imagine they're saving that Motormaster like repaint for like the G2 one, I think, but who knows. In our number 4 spot, we have a Lugnut, who is like one of my favorite characters from animated. And hey, I mean he just won the Hall of Fame vote, I believe it was last year. So like he has a very good shot of being made. So that's always nice. Although it's very weird though, because like I think that he can work as a leader, but I still think that's too small. Because I think of like this hulking mass, right? But I think that he'd be too small. But then you can't go Commander, because then I think that'd be too big. I don't know. I don't know what you do with a Lugnut. Yeah, I just want more animated. I thought that Prowl was okay. I think that a Bumblebee and Optimus are like a bit better. Especially that Optimus, but I want them to do more animated. So in our number 3 spot, we have sort of like a duo. They sort of have to come together because they were dropped together. Gears and Polar Claw. I've been waiting for these guys since Kingdom, man. Like when they showed off like that box, I guess not that box art, but like a poster of like what like a Kingdom would be. And then I saw it, and then there's just no Gears and Polar Claw. Like they just fell between the cracks, and it's so disappointing. So I at least want one of these guys to release this year. They have to, right? Because it's been 3 years at this point since they were teased, and they could be lying around somewhere. I don't know. I would especially love like a Polar Claw, because like that would just make my dreams come true. Because like. I love Polar Claw, but really, either or those ones. It's probably not like a high priority for like the Hasbro team, but it's definitely a high priority on my list. let's put it that way. So for our number 2 spot, we have Lockdown, who I am very surprised hasn't happened yet. He is one of the most like popular villains in Transformers. And so I would love for them to have a crack at Lockdown. I think that they'd have a very fun time with that. And you know, and going with a whole like a villain stuff, I think that he'd make a very good addition to like the 40 Years of Transformer, because I mean he was the main villain in a live action movie. He's animated, which they want to seem to like put more love into. So I think that at this point Lockdown has to happen this year, right? I mean, he sort of has to. But for my number one pick, it's sort of something that I want to happen like really badly, is a Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. Just given like that toy's history, because of the gold plastic syndrome, he really does need a toy that actually will work in like 15 years. You know, like he desperately needs a toy like that. And he would have worked very well with the Lyle Convoy. He'd work very well with the Magmatron, which I'm still surprised they're doing Magmatron. So if they're doing Magmatron, they can definitely do a Galvatron, I think. I would really love for this guy to happen. And that's personally the figure I want most happen this year, is Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. If you didn't get the chance to tell me in these comments, of which I'm about to read, tell me what you want to be released this year for Legacy, because I think that there are a lot of avenues that it can go down. So now for y'all, I'm gonna read off some of your comments that you submitted on like a community post. I mean, I should have uploaded sooner, but I literally just had the thought to do it like last night. So I'm just gonna read off the 4 comments I got. So yeah. So our first comment from Orlando Gonzalez, I think I said that right. He said that this Wave 1 was superb thanks to the diversity it brought them. Thank you. I agree. Maybe they can revisit Transformers from Energon or RID. Would be nice. Yeah, I really do think that they should do more from Energon. If they can do like if they can do like a Scorponok, I think that'd be really cool. Or I'm trying to think of others from Energon that they could do. Honestly, if they want to, I know they're not going to, but if they want to do another like Commander class Optimus, I'd really love to see what they do with like an Energon Optimus. I think that'd be really neat. Who else? I'm trying to like when you start to think about it, I'm like I can't think of a lot of characters from Energon. Maybe like the Quintesson, but I know that the other Quintesson sort of shell form, so who knows. But our next comment comes from Adriel Does Gaming. They said, I would like to see more Transformers animated and Transformers Prime characters in Legacy United, and I also want more combiners revisited and released in Legacy, specifically the aerial bots combining into Superion. Yes, I completely forgot to mention this in my list when I was making it, but I do think that another combiner will happen, because we had Menasor, who I'm still missing Breakdown. That makes me so mad. And then obviously the next combiner we had was Volcanicus, which I didn't. It didn't really look that appealing to me, so I didn't get it. But I do think that if they are going in the order of like the show combiners, Superion does have to happen, right? I mean, he does. I think that does have to happen. And like in terms of more like anime characters, I would love to see like a Sentinel Prime. I love to see like maybe like a Blitzwing. I don't know. No, I love to see a Slipstream. There we go. Do a Slipstream, you cowards. Do it. And in terms of Transformers Prime, I mean, I wasn't the hugest fan of the Prime figures from Legacy. I didn't like RC that much. I think Bulkhead's good. Knockout is disappointing, to say the least. Trust me, if I loved that thing, I would have made a video on it by now. But I thought that Dreadwing and Skyquake were good. If they could do like an Insecticon, that'd be cool. Or I would love to see their take on maybe like a Predaking. I think that'd be, although I think that could be like a remolded from Transmetal to Megatron, right? It could be. I don't know, but I would love to see like a better like a Predaking, like a more show accurate like a Predaking. And then our third comment comes from Alec Tech, and they say it would be cool if they tackled something like Rail Racer or Landfill. I know they won't, because it would take a lot of releases, but still, I can dream. Yeah, I can dream too, man. I know. I think I heard from somewhere that a Rail Racer just did not sell well here, so they're not doing Rail Racer again. But I mean, times have changed, you know. Like, I would love a Rail Racer because I love trains. I'm a train guy. So, and then going on with another combiner from RID, 2001, Landfill. I think Landfill is more possible. Landfill's kind of weird though, because you can't really do a lot with like repainting them. It's actually kind of interesting that like a version of Landfill showed up in like a recent IDW comic. Like that was weird. But I think they have to do it right, and they have to keep like the interchangeable sort of like a gimmick to it, because like the thing is with Landfill is, if you don't know, you can basically have it in any combination you want, as long as I think the torso is wedge, I think. So you can pretty much do whatever you want, and that is so cool. And I would love for them to do a Landfill. And for our last comment here, from Just a Piece of Junk. Oh, that's a bit harsh on yourself, huh? And they say, me want funny haiku shark. Yes. Thanks for making me laugh. I would love to have a Skybite. I think that'd be very cool. I think because, especially since like he won the fan vote like Hall of Fame last year, and then unfortunately like his voice actor passed away too. I think that he is in a prime spot to get made. Is because I feel like a Skybite toy is just bound to happen every 10 years, right? Because it happened in the early 2000s, it happened in the early 2010s, and now it's the early 2020s. Even though we're not getting there like in a few years, I tell you that. But I would love a Skybite. I love Skybite a lot, so that'd be very nice. I'm hearing from our favorite Green Turkey that he wants to express what he wants to see come out this year in Legacy. Take it away, pal.
Well, thanks, you handsome devil. And I would like to show to you who I would like to see in Legacy United. This guy.
Oh, I didn't mean for you guys to see that. Sorry. You can see why he's the co-host, right? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really do want to do this more, where I get you guys involved with more of my videos, and I think that these are what these non-reviews are sort of going to do. Expect a review, and then the following week, expect like a video very, very similar to this. Take care. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good one.